Where at? Oh, here we go.
That boss.
They shoot the nigga?
Yeah, we just
Yeah.
Hey, Grandma, go. Hey, when you go out there, man, please go get a white shirt, bro.
White shirts
Man,
come
tell
up
me that they're American,
because
bro.
of a shakedown.
It ain't about the shakedown.
Okay,
It ain't. I don't
what's
care.
it
You can do that
about?
every day.
What's it about that?
Come on, like, man, you just woke me up on my sleep for no reason.
It's a random
I ain't
shakedown.
get no. I
Okay.
haven't disrespect you. I never had a jack ticket in my life.
Okay.
No,
What does that
it
have
ain't
to
a
do
random
with me?
shakedown, dude.
It is though.
It do
The
got
cell hasn't been
everything to
shook
do.
down since you guys
Come on,
moved in there.
Come on. You thought a motherfucker was laughing at you earlier. You looked at me and then looked like this. Like, come on, man, we all sleep.
What are you talking about? You need to step off. Go somewhere else. I don't give a fuck about that tape on the ground. You need to go somewhere else.
Please stop cussing at me. I'm not cussing at you. Please
Hey, go ahead and just cuff up then.
Please stop cussing at me.
Oh, that's the R 15 and 12 last. Go ahead, cuff up. Turn around.
Now, please don't do that.
Turn around and cuff up.
Please don't do that.
Turn around and cuff up.
Cuff up for what?
Because you ever seen white shirts? They got white shirts and say,
I'm just asking
turn
you.
around.
I'm just asking you. Please don't
Turn
do that.
around and cuff up. It's the last time I'm going to tell you. It's the last time I'm saying it. Turn around and cuff up.
Please don't.
Cuff up! Get the fuck over! Get the fuck over!
They say they getting money.
So, man, that man stomped her until she cried.
Mm-hmm.
Stomped her until she cried. And I'll go first with my take. When you in a job like that, you don't have the opportunity or the luxury of making mistakes. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be well trained in your profession on how to deal with every situation, and you have to be right when you handle those situations. Now, she didn't assess the situation properly, in my opinion. Like, you know, you gotta sometimes read the room. Like, he didn't appear to be in a violent state to where she was at danger. You know, he was calm, and I'm not taking up for him. He supposed, if she told him to cuff up, he should have cuffed up. But it was she should have been able to read the room and know that at that point he wasn't being hostile. And he requested a white shirt. She made the call for the white shirt to come. So at this point, all she got to do now is wait for the white shirt to come. I think when her spraying them with the mace, speedballing, got her teeth kicked in unnecessarily. She was like not being professional in at that point.
Yeah, to me, bro, you know, I'm be honest, like, I don't even know why they got so many female CEOs. You a female CEO in a facility full of violent men. Like, they should have some type of regulations with that shit. Because most of them female CEOs is getting fucked. You know, it should be some type of regulations. First of all, you in prison, my nigga. Like, you shouldn't even have the luxury of you in a prison, bro. You know how horny these niggas is in this jail. And you a female. See, I don't give a fuck how you look. Fine, thick, ugly, young, old. Like you in a facility where niggas is going 5, 6, 10, 12, 20 years without pussy. You know, it should be definitely some type of regulations with females. Not only from that aspect, but what could you do to a man? What could you do to a man? Now, as far as that situation, it's the abuse of authority. He was calm, bro. Do anything justify a man putting his hands on a woman? Fuck no. Wasn't right. He bogus. But he was calm, like you just said. If you a female and you know you can't handle this situation if it goes left, you think that mate's gonna do something? You see what the fuck? He ate that shit like Skittles. So at the end of the day, I think she was wrong. He was telling her that you've been picking on me all motherfucking day.
Yeah.
I'm in prison already. You sitting here waking me up and you know what I'm saying, doing all this shit. But this is the life you chose too, my nigga. You chose to do whatever you did to get you in that situation where you locked up. So these are you nigga, I tell you when to eat, sleep, shit. So this is what you chose. So
I mean, she chose that job career too, though.
yeah. But choosing that job career don't comes with well, it do comes with the what the fuck happened. Obviously
Exactly.
do. That's what the fuck happened. You know, that's why I say in the beginning that hey, these females shouldn't be in these damn and this is the one of the most paying jobs that females run after because of a few reasons, not only just for the money. A lot of them females be going after them CO jobs just to get some dick in prison. You
Wow.
know, so it's just bad. You know, I feel for, I feel for, but the abuse of authority, man, that abuse of authority get you fucked up when you in situations like that. A lot of police officer females get treated the same damn way. Like it's certain jobs that I don't think a woman shouldn't even apply for. And that's just that, man. I land right there, man.
What you, so what you got, Lee?
Man, I ain't got nothing, bro. I agree with y'all. I mean, shit, they both was in the wrong. She should have de-escalated the situation, or just gone ahead, went on ahead and gave him a white shirt and called it a motherfucking day.
Yeah, that shit's crazy. What about you, Joe?
I feel like old boy was wrong. Uh, what I agree with Slugs on is he put himself in that position and he got to deal with that shit. When you working at a job like that, the last resort. Now they do say, you know, if you ask for a white shirt, you should get one, and that's what she did. She called one. Um, but it's for him to do that to that woman all because she's trying to show her authority. When you in a position that you know it's going to be authority figures that tell you what to do. Now, one thing I will agree with Slugs on is I don't believe the woman was in the wrong at all. That's just me. What I believe is wrong is the system that's put together like it is. I don't believe women should work in facilities with men as far as the prison system. No, it's nothing you could do to, all you could do, first of all, every person that's sitting in jail at one point had a problem with authority. That's why they at where they at. So now you're putting a woman in the midst of grown men that have a problem with authority.
Make it make sense.
It don't make sense. I think women should be with women and men should be with men. I don't think you should be putting women COs. I don't believe you should strip them from their job, but I don't think they should be um, in a man facility. I believe there's enough women prisons that you could have the women COs working with the women and the men COs working with the men.
Facts.
That would not have panned out how it was if it was a man, and that's why I say he was in the wrong. There's
Yeah.
no way he would have tried to do that shit to a man. You know,
So
even though he was
I
talking
disagree.
calm,
I
that's what
no,
I
he
was
disagree.
gonna
wouldn't have.
I
say.
No, he
disagree.
wouldn't have. No, he wouldn't have.
Hey, bro, it's a lot of CEOs that's men
No,
that get beat up though.
man, they wouldn't. He wouldn't have did that shit, bro.
Okay.
But see,
Yeah.
the thing is, but see, this is the thing though. The reason he wouldn't have did it is because a man don't react that way. A man wouldn't have reacted
But
the way that
we're
that
talking
woman
about if
reacted.
he did though, bro.
No, 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 no.
We have to go off of the situation at hand. So if a man did,
Leon. Let me explain something to you, bro. If I'm as calm as he was, if I am as calm as he was, a man wouldn't have escalated me to get to where that woman escalated him to get to where he was.
hey, bro,
But
don't
you
you?
just said she wasn't wrong. She
She
ain't wrong for
wasn't wrong because
escalating you.
she's doing her job. She's doing her job. You're not wrong for doing your job, but a woman reacts differently than a man. Even though that would have been a man's job to react the way that she did, we wouldn't have because he didn't give us a reason to do that.
Bro, you can't speak for all men. You don't know how all men would react in that situation.
What?
That's what I'm trying to tell you. A
Man,
lot of
fuck.
men are emotional. Why
Hey,
you
let me
think
explain something to
all?
you.
Why? Hold on. Why you think men are sitting in fucking prison right now? Because they emotional, and that shit cost them 30 years of their life because 5 seconds they became emotional off of somebody stepping on their shoe or doing some stupid shit.
You're absolutely right. But what does somebody do something to make a man get emotional in that position?
Bro,
And
just
in
because
that
somebody do
situation,
something to you don't mean that you gotta react emotional.
listen to me. If a man, you say every man that's in jail is reacted off of emotions, right?
No, I didn't.
What you say?
I said, why do you think some men that's in prison
Hmm.
are in prison? Because they
So
react off of emotions.
exactly. So what was emotional about that situation? The only person that was emotional was who?
Hey, brother, I didn't say nothing about You brought up emotions. I just
Huh?
said, listen,
No, you said what I'm.
listen, this
Go
is
ahead.
what I said. You said that a man, you said if it was a man, me and D'Angelo disagree with you when you said if it was a man, he wouldn't have did that. We disagreed. You said no, because the man, CO, wouldn't have acted emotional. I said you can't speak for all men because some men act emotional. Why do you think
Exactly.
it's a lot of men in prison?
So I'm asking you, in that instinct of that video, who was the emotional person?
The woman
Exactly. So what I'm telling you is men act off emotion, off of anger. Once we get pissed off, we act.
it's
You
still
can
an
get
emotion though,
emotional.
bro.
So
It's still
so
an emotion.
listen to me. And what did that man do that will have made a man get emotional?
What he didn't do nothing.
And
Exactly.
let me say something real quick.
Exactly.
Let
That's
me
what I'm
say something.
Hey,
telling
hey,
you.
hey, hey,
Let me,
look. See, this is what's confusing me though, because you always bring up, and I hate to bring it up, but you say that cops be fucking with motherfuckers, correct?
They do.
Right. So are they emotional or are they reacting on the motherfuckers who be who they pulling over?
If a cop pull you over, now you like slugs always say, you're talking to the extreme. There are some cops out
It's
here
not extreme.
that you are. Let me finish. There are some cops out here that are asshole and kill people for no reason, right? But it is a reflection on how they view the people that they are killing, right? Like I told you, cops look
you
at black
laughing
people as
again.
animals. What do you do to an animal? You put it down when it acts in rage, right? That's what they do to animals. They are trained to put people down that
Okay,
act in
so
rage.
who is the
Wait,
one that's acting?
let me finish. You're talking about cops, right? So when I'm talking about the situation at hand of what happened, right? That man was very calm. A man would have went right into a conversation. Like, all right, bro, what you want to do? Just like when it escalated, that woman, for a man not listening to her because she felt like she was an authority figure and you're not listening to me, she started wanting to show her power, which what women do. They try to show their
Men do the
power.
same thing, bro.
Okay, Leon.
Let me cut in
I
real
don't
quick.
understand how you not understanding that.
Let me
If you're,
Men react
hey,
off of
bro,
anger.
if you're in a
Men
higher
get
power,
emotional off of anger.
anybody will show their authority, bro. Anybody will show their power because
Leon,
they have the upper hand anyway. You said yourself that the cops be showing their power. What are you talking about?
the cops. What are you talking about? I said the cops show their power of people getting disrespectful and not listening.
Right. So the
That
people are being
that
emotional. So they're reacting off of the people.
Leon, the man did nothing wrong to
But
make the male
I'm
cop
talking
get
about,
emotional. That's what
but
I'm telling
listen,
you.
I understand that, but I'm talking about the cops though. You be complaining about the cops, but
Cops,
I'm telling you, they're reacting off of the person that they pulled over. The person that they
exactly
pulled over be emotional. But
off
yet
of
y'all
anger,
you still blame the cop.
off of anger, Leon.
Why are you being angry if he just pulled you over?
Because who wants to get pulled up by the fucking police?
Oh my God. So that
here's
means
the
you want
thing.
to act. So that means when you get pulled over, you act emotional.
Leon, if I feel like I'm getting, let me explain something to you. If I'm driving down the street, right, I know that I need to act a certain way. But if the cop pulled me over and I'm doing everything, that's just like prime example. I was driving one day, right, and a cop jumped behind me. I just pulled over. I pulled the fuck over. He pulled over behind me and threw his lights on. He like, what you stop for? I say, because I'm not gonna waste my time trying to drive out perfectly while you following me. But let's get this over with. What do you want? You want my license insurance here?
Right. So
But
why are you
but
being emotional? Why are
Leon,
you saying all that?
because you pulling me over for what?
You didn't even let him pull you over,
It
nigga. You just assumed he was gonna pull you over.
because ain't no cop just following you a
Hey,
fucking
bro.
mile for no reason.
Hey, bro. Sometimes they just run your fucking license plate.
For what?
Exactly. I don't know why, but that's what they do.
Oh, and that's what I'm pissed off about. Why are you running my license?
You don't
You
even
pull me
know.
over.
You don't even know. I'm just saying that sometimes that's what they do though.
Okay, and I understand that. And
But
all I'm
that
saying
doesn't mean
is
that you gotta be fucking emotional. Because
I'm
when you
not
emotional,
emotional.
That makes the
I'm
cop
not
do what he do.
emotional. I'm not emotional. What I told you was is when they pulled me over, they asked me a question and I told them the answer. It's not me being emotional.
You didn't say that, bro. You just said,
I said they pulled me over. They said, "What did you pull
and
over
then you
for?"
were acting mad. You were
I
saying some
I
goof ass
explained.
shit.
What's goofy about that? What's goofy about me saying instead of you following me all the way to my house, I pulled over and you can run my license? What's up?
Man, you
What's
ain't say that shit. You always be changing
is
what
you
you be saying.
serious?
You
But
always be
nah,
changing what
nigga,
you be
I
saying.
didn't only do that once. I did it twice. I did it by my crib and I did it in Chicago.
Okay, bro. That's
Police
cool.
jumped behind me, followed me 4 blocks. I pulled over. They jumped behind me and threw their lights on. What do you pull over for? Because I'm not finna keep on riding trying to be a perfect driver so you can find a reason to pull me over. Here go my license and insurance. Run them. And you know what they said both times, Leon? Ha ha ha. Go on, get out of here.
So listen, y'all. It's kind of hard to really like if that female was a man, we wouldn't even been watching the video. It wouldn't even been significant. Even if the dude was a man and he got the shit beat out of him, it wouldn't been. The only reason why this situation is going haywire is because it was a woman CO, and we just watched a man brutally attack a couple women CEOs. It was two of them over there, and he beat both of their ass. Hopefully, which I doubt, but hopefully this will spark some attention so where they can go and revitalize or reanalyze their procedures of not defenses and shit, but of getting women out of those facilities, bro.
Hey, Slug, I don't mean to cut you off, bro, but you act like this the first time this shit had happened to a woman. This been it happened. They should have been fixed the problem.
Yeah, but this is a viral moment, and
It
this is
shouldn't be a
it,
viral moment to fix some shit.
right,
They know
right.
what's going on.
It shouldn't be, but hopefully, but I said which I doubt, but hopefully this will spark the eyes and the attention of the people who can really make a change in this whole system. Hopefully they would do what um that they was just saying. Put the males with the males and the females with the females. I don't even see the purpose of interchanging unless we just short staffed it in one gender. But even if that's the case, they do not need to be in them corridors with these guys. They do not need to be in these pods with these guys with some fucking mace. You know what I'm
And
saying?
and, 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 and and let me address something that y'all keep saying, and I saw it said in the chat too. This, whether y'all want to admit this, you will never see a video like this with a man CO. Pull it up. You have seen men COs get beat up that was a planned ass whooping. You never seen shit like this with a man CO ever, and you will never see it like this with a man CO ever, because it doesn't happen.
She
It
was
doesn't
That's a
happen.
fucking lie.
it
Leon,
happens.
Leon, listen to what I'm
That's
telling
a
you.
lie. It does
Okay,
happen.
so Leon, check this out. YouTube is a motherfucker. Just like Slugs just sent him a video of Temptations. Find the video. You
Okay,
will
hold on. Let me
never,
ask you one question. Hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on,
you
hold
will
on.
see a
Are
planned,
you wait,
you
listen,
will
are
see
you
a
talking
planned
about
ass whooping.
are
You
you
will see a
talking
planned
about
ass whooping.
listen, are you talking about if it's on a video or do I know somebody that it happened to?
Do you
Because
know,
it
Leon?
does happen though. It might
What,
not be
what,
on video, but
what,
that
what,
shit does happen.
Leon? All of them have cameras on them.
Oh, what does
All them, all
I
them
understand?
have cameras
I
on them.
understand
The
that, but
cameras
it
are
doesn't
rolling.
happen
What? No.
just because they don't put it on a viral moment, nigga, don't mean that fucking men
Le- Le-
COs get beat up, bro. They do.
Leon, what I'm telling you is, if a man CO get whooped in jail, it was planned.
What
It
the
was
fuck
planned.
doesn't matter though? They still getting their ass
That
beat.
that wasn't planned. He tried to fucking not let that happen.
Hey,
That
bro.
don't happen to men. It
Yes,
doesn't.
it does.
Okay, Leon.
How do you know?
It definitely happens to men, bro.
This nigga act like he know
Well,
every
pull it
fucking
up.
thing, bro.
Pull it up.
What does it
Hey,
matter?
the
It
internet is a
happens.
motherfucker. No, I
Just
said.
because it's not on video don't
Hey,
mean it don't happen, Joe.
listen what I'm telling you. Listen to my words carefully. I never said men COs don't get dealt with. I said that situation doesn't happen like that. A male CO is not finna go up to another dude that's calmly talking to him and then escalates into that. That don't happen.
Okay, I need everybody to hold on for a second. Um, the good brother, Slug. You know what I'm saying? Got something he want to share with us. Let me pull it up on the screen.
What Slugs at? Slugs not even in here, D'Angelo.
Okay, well I add him in a second, but he just sent this. Oh damn! I ain't even added to the screen. I still got to get used to this shit. All right, there goes Slug. So here we go.
Put the pause on it, man.
What is y'all showing?
That's an inmate attacking a man.
I.
Am I in? Can y'all
Okay,
hear me?
okay. I'm done,
Can
bro.
y'all hear me or
I'm
no?
done, bro.
Yeah, we hear you, Slug.
Yeah, I ain't even look at that. I just and YouTube it just to show that it do happens to
What did I just say? Y'all keep see this why I hate even saying shit, bro. Y'all go with whatever the hell y'all want to go with. I said that looked at
No, nigga,
planned.
that's you.
That looked at planned. Men and as COs do not get in confrontations from a relaxed fucking inmate. It doesn't happen. It
okay, so
doesn't. That was planned. That dude back was turned. He was working, and somebody attacked him. That was planned. That means he been doing something, and they put a hit out for his ass. That's what that is. That was an order sent to whoop his ass.
so I just thought you were saying that or male COs don't get.
No, I said male COs get their ass whooped. Yes, they do. But it's planned. It doesn't just if it you never will see a male CO in that situation that woman was just in. Where the guy is talking calmly to him and telling him, why are you messing with me? Why are you doing this? And then get his ass whooped. That will never happen. Ever. You will never
Because I
find a
think
video like that.
I don't want to say
Because
never,
men
but
don't react like that, bro.
I don't want to
Show it.
say
You
I.
just pulled up one getting
Come on.
attacked.
Can
Find the
I
other
say
one.
something? Can I say something? You said the same thing 1,000 times. We heard you. I don't want to say it will never happen or it has not never happened, but I totally understand where you're coming from because with a male code, men respect what the fuck could or can't happen. When we understand the limit, the line, motherfuckers ain't finna press you. You know what I'm saying? Unless we own it. You know what I'm saying? And the guy in the video, he was relaxed and he was telling her as yo, just not do this. But he was not wrong in anything he did aside from when he attacked her because he was behind the line. She had no reason. She just was on some authoritative shit. She just was cuff up. Cuff up for what? I'm behind the line. I ain't violating shit. Yes, I'm in prison, so I need to abide by the rules, but I'm not even breaking no rules. You just picking on me, and I'm approaching you about picking on me. Now you finna pull out this mace because I ain't cuffing up, and you finna spray me with some mace. Oh, now yeah, bitch, I'ma defend myself.
And I agree with you, Slugs.
But
All I'm saying is, if that was a man, it would have never got to that. That's
I
all I'm
I
saying.
I understand that, and I hear where you're coming from. I'm just not gonna 100% agree and say it'll never happen because you got male COs in prison that take advantage as well.
They
That take
do.
their authority to the next level, and
But but
run
but you want
across
me to
the
tell you
right
some of those
inmate. They gonna
slugs?
have to deal with it.
You want me to tell you some of those slugs? You want me to tell you the difference between a man and a woman in that situation? Exactly what you just said. A man know how to read a room. He know if this a dude you shouldn't fuck with. He knows that because he done had these conversations with them. Women COs is not having as many conversations with men as men have with men in jail. You will be cool with some male COs in jail. You ain't gonna never get that close to a woman CO in jail unless you fucking them. You're not having them type of conversations. That right there was a power move by that woman. Men don't act like that. They don't. The
Yeah,
only way, if a man act like that, what's going to happen to him is they going to kill his ass in there
yeah,
because
yeah. Cause
it,
they
they
done done
not.
that before. They done
It's
done that plenty of
exactly.
times.
It's going to be planned. It's going to be sought out. We getting his ass. We getting him up out of here. That's why a lot of people don't want to be COs because they know what happened behind them. Them people will kill your ass and if you go in there and getting the attitude. That's why it's best to just go in there and be cool with people. Yeah, bro, go ahead, man. Like, you can't keep doing this. You got to get cool with them. Women don't act like that. Women act like, oh, you give me a little authority, I can do what the fuck I want to do to you. And that's exactly what she was doing. Men don't do that type of shit, bro.
Hey, it's
Ever.
it's plenty of men's asshole CEO COs in prison, bro.
And I guarantee you they get moved around a lot because they got hits out for their life.
Man, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Man, you crazy.
For one, they part of look. They part of the gang. They part of a gang, and they got weapons. You know what I'm saying? So,
bro, them weapons can't protect you all the time, and that motherfucker.
It can't. But it is in people's character to be assholes and go in there and be an asshole, and they do, bro. Like to say that men don't act that way is absolute asinine because men act that way more than women.
Hey, can I ask you something, D'Angelo? As a man, right? As a man,
I just pulled up a couple on the
Yeah, I said, and when it was a bunch of them. When you sent the one you sent, it was 5 more after that.
Hey, can I ask you something, D'Angelo?
Go ahead.
As a man, if you
I
don't
get you,
like
though.
me, if you as a man, if you don't like me, and you an asshole, and you walked up on me, is you giving me a chance to even try to swing at you?
No.
Thank you. If an asshole cop approached the inmate, he's gonna whoop his ass. It's that simple. It ain't no getting up on me, whooping me. You're not.
I think it's, but I still think it's crazy.
Or on the flip side, I'm sorry, D'Angelo, but or on the flip side, if an inmate approach a damn officer, the CO gonna fucking whoop his ass. So we respect our boundaries. Like, we know what's gonna go on. She had her guards down, thinking that mace was her savior, and she was just wrong. And I think
she didn't think that her mace was her savior. She thought her authority was her savior.
She didn't follow protocol, bro. Number one, she didn't follow protocol because there was no reason. It was no reason to engage at that moment.
No, it was none whatsoever. And again, I feel for her because man, that's some hoe ass shit to me, bro. That's one of the bottom of the barrel ass niggas, man. I hate a nigga that wanna beat the shit out of a woman, bro. That's some hoe ass shit. I hate that with a passion, bro. And so I do feel for her because of that, because she helpless. I hate a bully, bro. You picking on a motherfucker you can whoop, but at the end of the day,
I'm not taking up for the lady, but that's what she did though. She picked on somebody she knows she had control over. She thought she had control over, and it just didn't work out in her favor.
And you don't know what these niggas be going through, gang. Like, he could have just lost his mama, his brother, or some shit. Like,
so dude is serving 30. He's already serving 32 years. You know what I'm saying? So he don't even need to be. Hey, he don't even need to be worrying and concerning himself with life after. So you have to look at it from like his point of view too, even though his point of view is still wrong. But that lady, that man was in his cell sleep. All of the rest of the people was on rec time. They walking around free at this moment. He in his cell sleep. And she comes in, let me check the cell and wake him up. He's sleeping he at home, sleep, ain't bothering nobody. But what it was, they had made a joke about her earlier in the day, and he laughed, and so that was her getting her retribution. And it cost her goddamn it some tears.
Yeah, she definitely gonna get paid though. She gonna get paid, and she gonna be off work for a while, especially since this then went viral like this.
Well, they ain't letting her back in that motherfucking prison. She gonna have to be transferred.
Which they should. I don't think women should be in a prison with men anyway.
That's why I hope it sparks something, but I doubt it. But I wish it.
I'm in hell.
There's not
a woman on earth that could whoop me.
I disagree. I don't think that it should not be women over men and not women and vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
I think that it should just be ample amount of staff prepared to handle any situation.
Man, but you know how much money that is, and that's why it's not. But
But
also,
Hey,
that's the problem. That's the problem. And the problem is not her being a woman. It's
it is.
the problem is they didn't have enough staff. And we don't even know if they didn't have enough staff because she didn't wait to find out.
So can I ask you
so
something,
the problem
D'Angelo?
is her
Wait,
being a woman. Then, if that's the
wait.
case, then she ain't wait
I
for
want to ask
her
you,
to find out. And
D'Angelo, because Slugs, I think you agree with me on that women shouldn't be in a men's prison. Do you agree with me on that,
I
Slugs?
100% agree with that, bro.
Do you agree with that, Leon?
Leon gone.
Oh, he is. So you don't agree with that, right, D'Angelo?
No, I don't. I don't think
Okay.
I think women can be CEOs over men. Pending the job. You know, I don't think she should be alone. She shouldn't have been alone in that motherfucker. That's for damn sure.
But she wasn't though.
Obviously, she was. I didn't see another man around there.
She was. There was another woman over there. You didn't see
Right.
the first, the
Right.
full.
That's my point. That's my point. It should. I don't think it should ever be women alone with 60 stinking ass men.
So it shouldn't be 2 women or 3 women in there with 60 stinking ass men,
It
right?
should be some men. It should be a mixture.
So
I don't.
go
I
ahead,
don't think
Dada.
it should be a mixture because if you know, not saying that this could happen, but a riot breakout, you got to meet brute force for brute force. There's no way it should be a woman in a jail cell happen to detain a man. It can't happen.
Hey, so Danita say women always act a certain way as an insult. We may be emotional, but we're not all stupid or super naive.
Didn't nobody say y'all stupid. I see emotional and stupid is two different things. Women are emotional and y'all power trip. Women power trip. That's why everything is ownership with women, no matter what it is.
My.
Women try women try to put stake in ownership because they feel like they have to show their authority when they are in that position
I
over
want to. I
everything in
want.
life, even
I
with
want to see
kids.
D'Angelo logic behind this though, Dada. So, cause he say it should be a male, it should be a mixture. But the thing is, I guess my pushback to that is, why would it even have to be a mixture if you just get rid of the woman? You wouldn't even have to worry about her having to be protected. You won't have to have 4 or 5 women in there when you can just have 2 men in there.
And you want me to tell you
Save
where
the
you would,
cost.
you want me and D'Angelo, you want me to tell you where you would start seeing this very differently at
Where
if they had a video of a man doing this to a woman inside the prison cell. So if you went in, if a man was in a woman prison cell and he was trying to show some authority and he manhandled her, you'll start seeing women say, "I don't know why they got men in there anyway."
I'm pretty sure that's
And
happened
that's
too.
what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying. We have to we with everything in life, you want to remove everybody from each other, right? No matter what it is, right? So it should be like that in the prison cells too. I don't think women should be inside of prisons with men at all. Just like I'm a big disagreement with women reporters walking in locker rooms with men, and men reporters walking in locker rooms with women.
Yeah, I don't agree with that either. But it's only because of you know men and women getting dressed.
Exactly, exactly. You absolutely right.
But the
And guess what happens in
female
them?
CEOs
And guess what
don't be
happened in
around them.
these jails? They
Well,
be they be yes you do. They gotta be by them showers, bro. They gotta be by them showers.
I'm sure
And
they
it
don't.
ain't
I'm
it.
sure they not having no women by a men's shower.
What? All right, bro. You tripping, bro.
Say that
You
again.
tripping.
I'm pretty sure that they don't have women standing watching men get out of the shower in prison.
And you tripping.
Mm.
The same way you go to the United Center and get patted down. It ain't gonna be no woman patting you down. It's gonna be a man.
I done got patted down by a woman cop before.
I don't recall ever being
Yeah,
patted.
that's protocol. That's protocol for that not to happen, though.
No,
So
it's
if you,
protocol for a man to not search a woman.
it's not protocol for a woman, or it's,
No, no.
I don't know this for sure, but I can't recall being patted down by a woman.
I ain't never heard of a woman having to call back up to search a man. Never in my life.
So
Because you want me to tell you why? Because a man ain't never refused for a woman to search him. When have you ever heard a man be like, you can't search me, you gotta call a man? When have you ever heard of that shit?
really
yeah,
never.
now right that never happens, but they have to be prepared in case it do, brother.
Come on, bro.
That's just
You
the way of the
you could
world.
you could make that argument.
Like,
You
hey,
could make that
the niggas
argument.
say men take power trips. Let's be honest.
Men take power trip with what?
LBD 16 say he know a lot of men that power trip. I do too.
Like what? What you mean by that? Like what you mean by power trip? Off emotions?
Well, Danita got a perfect example. She say y'all power trips are evident in politics and financial arenas.
Oh my
At home,
God.
there are men power tripping on their wives and baby mamas, husbands and baby mamas. Y'all like to blame women for everything.
So
No,
so so basically, men power trip at home for putting for saying this is how it's going to be. See, I'm a firm believer of is it only look like power trip to the people that think that they are in charge. Like a power trip can only happen when two people are trying to overtake each other, right? Other than that, it's just following the person that's leading you. There's no woman on earth going to be like my husband be power tripping unless that woman have a problem with the way he runs shit.
Facts.
There is no man going to be accused of power tripping by a woman that don't mind following. No
Facts.
woman on earth.
Joe.
Facts.
So men do not power trip. Women just have a problem with following. That's
Exactly.
it. We don't power trip. Is you crazy? Men don't power trip at all. We don't. We don't react off emotions. That's not what men do. We don't react off emotions. We react off of anger. And then we get emotional about it.
Nigga, anger
Once
is an emotion though.
oh my God.
But I agree with you when you talking about the husband and shit. The first part you were saying.
Right. Politics, all that stuff. First of all, what you gotta realize about America, no matter what you do as a woman or what they tell you you are as a woman, America is ran by men, no matter how you want to look at it. So we don't have to power trip about politics. Men run politics, not women.
Man, we run everything, nigga.
So we don't have to power trip. There's no such thing as power tripping at all. Men don't power trip. Now we power, like I told you, we act off emotions with anger with each other. That's why there are wars. That's why it's a lot of wars going on. A lot of niggas get killed because they trying to take a block from somebody. That's off of anger. We react off of territorial stuff. We don't feel like we gotta be territorial with our household. It's our house. You supposed to follow us. Now what I would say,
I thought you said they was equal, bro.
who equal?
Men and women.
Oh my God. Do you want
That's
me to
what you
explain
said.
this?
They be in the household. You said
You did say
men are
that,
equal.
brother.
I said what?
You said they're equal. Men and
That
women are equal.
that a man is woman when it boils down to it from the same thing, they both balance each other off to be 50-50. Yes, they do. Meaning what a woman brings to the table, a man don't. But what a man brings to a table, a woman don't. It balances each other out. That's how stuff works. You can't tell a woman, I want you to do what a man does. No, and you can't tell a man, I want you to do what a woman does. It doesn't work like that. Because guess what? A man ain't trying to bring to the table what a woman brings to the table. We'll feel insulted. All this shit I'm doing, and you want me to fucking goddamn it nurture and all this stuff too? No, I'm not doing that. I might well be by myself.
I don't.
So it is. It when it boils down to it, it's 50-50. But what's not 50-50 is a woman following a man. So why do we have to power trip?
Men telling women not to have snoring is a power trip. What is she talking about?
She said she meant abortions.
Uh,
Men
He said men
telling
tell what?
women
Men
not to have.
telling women not to have abortions is a power trip.
what?
What? Not to have an abortion?
Yeah.
Okay.
You tripping out. You tripping out.
Yeah, her ass tripping.
I was trying to back you up a little bit, but after that last one, I don't know what to say, girl. Like, shit, not to have abortion.
Danita don't think she tripping.
She said we power tripping, but
Of course she don't. She a woman.
according to them, it's their body, so they can do what the fuck they want to do.
Yeah, she's saying us telling them what to do is us power tripping.
It's at the end of the day, it's still her decision.
Yeah, but even in that case, that baby ain't getting you. I mean,
A woman looking at a man suggesting to them that you should keep your baby, and hearing a man say we should keep this baby, and then you change it to, oh, you want me to get an abortion? That's more of a power trip with you than him.
I think she's more so
Because
talking
can't
about
no
the laws.
man.
I think she's more so talking about the laws that's being made to make it
That's
not
that's
possible.
that's politics. It's
Mm,
politics. She's talking about politics again.
I
Oh,
mean,
he talking
But
about
but is men but is men power tripping when he said women should have equal rights? Oh, we not power tripping then, huh?
uh, uh, uh,
It
uh.
don't make sense. You arguing a point that don't help you. Men run politics and power tripping politics until it fits your what you like. You're not making sense here. Yep.
Mm. Well,
A lot of sense,
hey,
Nick.
I'm gonna tell him if I don't want that baby nigga, I'll be like, yo, get that abortion.
But Leon, guess what that is? It's only a suggestion. You can't make no woman have an abortion,
Yeah, for sure. I'm with you on that.
so you suggest it. Her mental hears it as a demand. Because if I put it like this, Leon, if you suggest it to a woman, she should get an abortion.
I'm not
What you
suggesting
wait,
though.
wait, 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 wait. Let me just say this. I want to ask D'Angelo, Slugs, and Leon this. If you tell a woman you should get an abortion, what do you think the woman hears?
That you telling her that she should get an abortion.
Nope.
She
That ain't what I think she hear. What you think she hear, Slugs?
she hear that you telling her to get an abortion.
That's what I just said, so
What about you, D'Angelo?
you telling her you don't want that motherfucking baby and you don't want her.
Thank you. Thank you. That's all she hears. You don't want to have a baby with me, so who do you want to have a baby by? It hurts her emotionally.
and that's
So
the
she
dumbest shit ever.
it but Leon,
And
that's
that's
how
why
women
so many
operate.
fucking single mothers out here.
That's how women operate.
They're
They feel
stupid.
like if you don't want to have my baby, you don't want me.
And that's the dumbest shit ever.
Instead of thinking, "Hey, he might just not want no kids."
Or instead of thinking, I shouldn't be having kids right now.
Or I shouldn't be having kids with this nigga right now.
No, they definitely not gonna think that.
Men don't. Like I said, I might be standing on this ledge by myself, but I only think men power trip about territorial shit. That's it. I don't think men get emotional and power trip. Like I don't. Like I told you, I don't think that would have happened with a man. Me personally, I think a man would have been like, all right, dog, come on, man, but come on, bro, you got to do this. A man would have been like, man, you got to do this, bro. That's how a man would have been.
But
That's
but
what I.
but don't but I don't think you should go in there trying to be cool or be their friends though. Because you can't trust them niggas anyway.
Hey, Leon, you have to know how to move wherever you go in life.
I feel you though, but you talking about being cool with these niggas? Hell no.
Hey,
Fuck off being
Leon,
cool with them niggas
hey,
for.
Leon, it is some powerful people behind them walls.
And showing the fuck is a lot
You
of them
better,
Understandable.
want to
you
be
better,
cool.
you better go in that bitch and try to get home. That's why that's one of the most dangerous jobs to have in America. You better, you talking about you don't want to go in there and try to be cool with them. If you
No,
a cool
I
cat,
didn't
you
I
just
didn't
gonna be
say that.
cool, bro.
I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I said you're saying that you should try to be cool with them, but you also it's just like being a parent, bro. You can be cool with your kids, but you gotta lay down the law. You know what I'm saying? You gotta do your job. You gotta be strict sometimes, dog. You
Yeah, but
just can't let them walk around and just fucking do whatever the fuck they want to do. They
what
not
Joe
gonna respect you, nigga.
but the difference, Leon, is what Joe is pointing at is that some of them niggas in there is way more powerful than you'll ever be.
Hey, brother, I definitely know what he's talking about.
Hey,
Y'all
Leon,
just don't understand what I'm saying.
did you see that video of that one guy that was like second ranked in jail? And he told the kitchen, "Hey, I want a burger." And he went down there, and the head of the CO was like, "Who the fuck is this dude walking through all these doors?" And he told that guy, he said, "Look, I don't know who the fuck you think I am, but you see that I got through every door I
That
wanted to
nigga
get
cut
through.
off.
Nah,
You
he's
hear
still
me?"
talking. You gotta go out and come in, Leon.
He
But
cut
he
off D?
said,
Nah, he's talking. You can't hear Joe.
Hell no, I can't hear that nigga.
Go back out.
but I don't know if y'all heard that story, but he was like, "Hey man, I don't know who you think you're talking to, but I didn't got
No,
through
I can't
every."
hear.
You hear me, D'Angelo? Did you hear
I
that
hear you.
story, D'Angelo?
Hold on, Joe. Wait till they come back.
Can you hear me now, Slug?
Yeah, I hear you.
You hear me, Lee?
Yeah, I hear you.
Yeah, but it was a guy. He was like the second ranked guy in jail in the prison system. And he was like, one of the head CEOs had just came there, and he told him he said it was like late at night, and he was like, "Hey man, I want a burger," and he put word in, "I want a burger, make me a burger." This dude got through every door he supposed to got through to get to that kitchen. When he got in the kitchen, the CEO was like, "Man, who the fuck is this motherfucker in my kitchen? Man, you better go back to your motherfucking room." He said he looked at that guy and politely said, "I don't know what you talking about, but you seen I got through every door I wanted to get through. That mean I'm somebody." Now the problem is, am I gonna get my burger, or is you gonna make it home tonight? Because one of them gonna happen. I'm either gonna get this burger, or you ain't gonna make it home. He said that dude moved to the side, and he got his motherfucking burger. And that's what me and
Are you
Slug is
talking
saying.
about a movie, my nigga?
No, this real life. This real. I'm gonna pull it up and send it to you. I'm gonna pull it up and send it to you.
Y'all can't get me to believe y'all don't think this shit happened in real life.
I'm finna send.
Hey,
I ain't
Slug,
saying it
stop
didn't,
it.
bro.
We never said it didn't happen in real life.
Well, it's
I'm
just a
just
question.
saying you just can't be going in there acting cool. And bro, you also have to gain respect from them niggas, dog. Like my thing is, if you be cool with these niggas, they gonna run over you.
No, I got you 100%.
That's
100%.
all. That's all I'm saying. Me and D'Angelo is not saying like this shit don't happen. We know this shit happen.
Oh, okay. I just asked that because he said, like, nigga, you talk about a movie? like it's them feds, and the feds is way different.
That
Like,
shit sound like a movie though, for real.
Yeah, the feds is way different. You gotta know it's niggas in the feds, man, that been that got millions on top of millions.
Because I know back in the day they used to have something in the jail in the prison system. It was called a barn boss, and the barn boss had all the keys to all the doors in that motherfucker. So that's when when the jail appoints somebody, you know what I'm saying, who's usually a gang leader, you know what I'm saying, to that position, and hence typically runs the jail.
Yeah,
They kind of govern themselves with the barn boss being the head.
yeah,
It was sort of a controlled chaos situation.
yeah, because they can control, they can cause a riot, all types of shit, and then. Man, it's a lot. I ain't gonna say a lot, but it's some niggas in jail living better than a lot of motherfuckers out here on in the free land, in the free world. You know what I mean? Like some niggas in there with flat screen TVs.
Hey, D'Angelo,
Yo,
I just sent it to you. Play it.
where you send it to?
To you. I sent it to you. Your phone. To you, not the group chat.
Yeah, niggas in there living real motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Listen to this story, Leon. Listen to this story. It was a real life, dude.
I'm the third ranking gang member.
Y'all keep talking for a second. I gotta do some things.
This a real true story, bro. Like, it's some powerful people in that place. You better know how to move, bro. You better know how to move. Now, Leon. And this is my point. Me and Slug's point. What would have a woman did in that situation? Listen to this and tell me what you think a woman would have did in that situation.
Look, did y'all hear that song?
I remember this.
You saw it, Slug?
I can't see it.
I don't see it either.
I ain't put it on there yet. I just sent it to Slug so I can get it up on the screen.
You saw this before, Slug?
Yeah.
I'm in prison. I'm the third ranking gang member in the state. I control man, I control knives, I control gang movement, I control a lot of stuff. So I wake up in my cell and I'm hungry. And as a prison boss, you get benefits. So I said, I'm hungry. I get up, walk out of my cell, get this guy a head nod. He opens the gate. I knock on the kitchen door. The guy fires the metal thing back. He looks, he sees me, give him a head nod. They open the kitchen door. Now I'm standing in the prison kitchen. I turn to the two guys over by the grill. I said, yo, make me a hamburger. Turn to the other guy, yo, go make me a shake. And I'm standing there chilling like, yo, okay, I'm about to eat. Then this guy comes out of the kitchen, suit jacket on. He says, what are you doing in my kitchen? He's screaming at me like, who are you? What are you doing in my kitchen? He said, who are you? I said, first, all this screaming you're doing is not necessary. We're grown men. We can communicate like grown men. In prison, I'm the third ranking gang member in the state. I control contraband, I control knives, I control gang movement, I control a lot of stuff. So I wake up in my cell and I'm hungry. And as a prison boss, you get benefits. So I said, I'm hungry. I get up, walk out of my cell, get this guy a head nod. He opens the gate. I knock on the kitchen door. The guy fires the metal thing back. He looks, he sees it's me. Give him a head nod. They open the kitchen door. Now I'm standing in the prison kitchen. I turn to the two guys over by the grill. I said, yo, make me a hamburger. Turn to the other guy, yo, go make me a shake. And I'm standing there chilling like, yo, okay, I'm about to eat. Then this guy comes out of the kitchen, suit jacket on. He says, what are you doing in my kitchen? He's screaming at me like, who are you? What are you doing in my kitchen? He said, who are you? I said, first, all the screaming you're doing is not necessary. We're grown men. We can communicate like grown men. I'm in prison.
Why keep repeating like that?
No, I just repeated it for a second time because I didn't hear the beginning of it.
He didn't get to the end of the story though. That was the end of it.
Cut off. Yeah, he cut off.
That's all Joe sent me.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's kind of like what I was saying. You know, they have a barn boss.
But Leon, I definitely understand Leon's perspective because first of all the COs can't be cool. You know what I mean? Like you gotta have some type of respect, you know. So you gotta stand on business with some, you know. But it's COs out there and it's inmates out there where you gonna have to respect, niggas. Like niggas can have your motherfucking kids killed.
Hey, the need to say not a man telling another man to communicate effectively. My God, I thought only women ask men to communicate like grown men.
Yeah, you in a lost world, man. You got to be around some real gentlemen, man. Like gentlemen, and a lot of times, men don't have to tell another man how to communicate correctly because we have this code. It's an unspoken code. Like I ain't listen. If you ain't on no bullshit, if you ain't on no greed shit, no bullshit, or no tough guy shit. We already know. Like man, it's all love. It's all good. Ain't nobody trying to. Cause we go to war, and the thing is, when it comes to men, when we battle, it's a lot of times it's to the death. It's not for a motherfucker to survive that shit. So if you can avoid those situations, that be our first choice. Again, unless you talking about a nigga that's just on some bullshit from the jump. Niggas don't really want to go to war because it's a life or death situation. Women the one who fight and live to see another day. You know what I mean? It ain't like that. Like